If Stranger Things feels too real lately, there's a reason, and it has nothing to do with monsters. It has to do with us, with what we're feeding collectively. Everything in this video comes from public theories, symbolic analysis, and fictional interpretation. Nothing here claims real-world events. Take it as storytelling or as an invitation to explore patterns. Something strange is happening right now. Stranger Things returns during the softest emotional moment of the year, the holidays. A time when nostalgia is awake, vulnerability rises, and the inner child comes closer to the surface. This timing is not accidental, because Stranger Things isn't just a show, it's a collective ritual. A portal we open together, emotionally synchronized without even noticing. And the more we focus on Hawkins, the more the portal feels real. Stranger Things activates a very old mechanism in the human mind. Protect the vulnerable. Eleven, Will, Max, Dustin, Steve. They are written to awaken your instinct to protect, your inner child, your unresolved fears. When they suffer, your nervous system reacts. When they take risks, you follow. When they love, you soften. It's not manipulation, it's biology. Humans attach to stories where children face the unknown because we've all been that child. Stranger Things looks like a monster show, but the fear cuts deeper. Being a child and not being believed, losing someone in silence, danger coming from authority, trauma disguised as power, reality bending around emotions. The Upside Down is not just a dimension, it's a metaphor for the parts of ourselves we avoid looking at. The show terrifies not because of creatures, but because it mirrors our emotional shadows. Before Stranger Things, these ideas already existed. Sensory deprivation, psychic children, MK Ultra style experiments, Montauk Project, dimensional theories, unexplained energy anomalies. In the show, portals open through resonance, trauma, emotional intensity, vibration. In real-world theories, if portals existed, they'd require massive energy, synchronized fields, focused perception. Not identical, but eerily parallel. Stranger Things didn't invent these concepts. It reframed them into modern mythology. And after your video about CERN, the timing becomes even more curious. Here's the part no one talks about. Stranger Things creates a collective emotional field. Millions of people experiencing fear, nostalgia, grief, connection, suspense, trauma, hope, all at the same time. Jacobo Grinberg suggested reality forms through collective perception. So what happens when millions visualize the same portal, the same trauma, the same symbols? Stranger Things becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a shared dream, a psychic echo, a ritual of imagination. Not literal, but emotionally real. Because December lowers our defenses, we become nostalgic, tired, overwhelmed, open to memory, open to belief, open to fear. And in that state, stories sink deeper. It's the same principle ancient rituals used. When the heart is softened, the mind becomes permeable. Launching Stranger Things now makes the emotional impact far stronger. Here's the deeper pattern. As the world steps into 2026, a year predicted to be unstable economically, socially, and technologically, the collective mood is unusually heavy. A low emotional vibration makes populations distracted, not controlled, just unfocused. A public overwhelmed with fear, nostalgia, exhaustion is less likely to notice deeper shifts. Narrative changes, policy changes, technological rollouts, cultural restructuring. So releasing a massive emotional show right before the new year creates a predictable effect. The collective enters 2026 exhausted, emotionally open, and vibrating low. Is it intentional, coincidental, or simply strategic marketing? AV doesn't claim answers, she only points at the pattern. You decide what it means. Beneath the neon lights and monsters, Stranger Things whispers something simple. There are two worlds inside you. The one you show and the one you avoid. The Upside Down isn't out there. It's the emotional world you locked away. 11's struggle to open or close the portal is our struggle to face or suppress our own shadows. And maybe that's why the series feels like a spell, because it awakens something we didn't know was still alive. So, as the world enters 2026, Stranger Things acts like a mirror, reflecting our fears, our memories, our inner darkness, and the thin line between reality and imagination. The portal it opens is not dimensional but emotional, a doorway inside us. And once it opens, it rarely closes completely. If you want to keep exploring the symbols that shape our collective mind, the stories we feed, and the patterns behind our fears, subscribe to AV Archives. Not for entertainment, but for perspective. And tell me in the comments, what energy do you feel awakening as we cross into 2026? Your perception shapes the archive. Access requires initiation. See you in the next file.